is underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
So here are the Broncos backed up to start their initial drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
A big play there on the first play of the game. 59 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
James Cook, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this is fielded just short of the goal line, but the fair catch means this drive will begin at the 25.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers, because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. And a nice gain at 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now a throw here to his running back.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Called in left side here by Jennings. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5. Purdy will look to throw again here. Completes it to Perry.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
On first down, Purdy.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
A.T. Perry
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Paris Campbell now on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He'll look to throw. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. These two teams all tied after one. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. To throw here. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
Brock Purdy and the offense back out there.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Purdy's throw complete there to Perry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Vikings at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Now motion left with Mooney. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, Cook. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 3rd and 8. Back to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field still available.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 59 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Purdy. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! A.T. Perry with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with you.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and start this drive in the air. In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast to
as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This will be taken at the 10. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings head out to take over once again. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Purdy from the gun. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Shotgun now with Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver's offense now set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. They run the counter with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's going to pick up the first down and then some, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Here's Cook again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Come on. Hey.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his target, it's Evans. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a run with Cook. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. They're going to try and run. And he's not going to get in as a try for two comes up empty, so they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. That's complete. It's Collins. And past the 40. The ball is out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just...
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Completes it to Perry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Purdy sets up to throw again. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Nico Collins from 17 yards out. And the Vikings are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Down the sideline he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in right around the goal line. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. That's caught. This is a Banacanda. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll look to throw now on first down. This is Fant on the short completion. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to thank the guys on D.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there at 22. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Back to throw again. That's complete to Mooney. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Here's 1st and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. So a give to Cook out of the gun. drop him as that clock continues to run. Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Into the hands of Perry, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Purdy. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he will have a Viking first down. That should be the one that gets him to the finish line. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. He'll let this go deep for Collins. He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Minnesota, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Denver, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time.